Wow, Donald Trump just ran away from the press during an Oval Office press conference where he refused to answer any questions about the release of the Epstein files. This follows Trump regime officials saying they will not be turning over all of the Epstein files today. In fact, at least as of this recording, they haven't turned over any. They are in a complete cover-up mode right now. Let me show you Donald Trump running away during this press conference moments ago. Play this clip.
Nobody thought any of these things were possible. Thank you very much, everybody.
Your insurance idea? Thank you about your insurance idea, Mr. President.
Now, right before Donald Trump ran away, what he said is, I don't want to soil it up. I don't want to soil up announcements. So I'm going to just not answer any questions right now. And then he walks out of the room. Here, play this clip.
And I'd prefer not talking and asking questions only for the reason that this is such a big announcement, meaning what these people have said and what the other four companies are going to say, which is exactly the same thing, that I really don't want to soil it up by asking questions, even questions that are very fair questions that I'd love to answer. So I think we have to just stop right here.
I'll talk to you more about what went down in that press conference in just a minute. A reminder, hit subscribe. The MeidasTouch Network is on its way to 6 million subscribers thanks to your support. You may think you're subscribed, but you may not actually be subscribed to this channel, so just double check. Now, right before Donald Trump held that presser, he defaced the Kennedy Center. What he did here is entirely unlawful. It would be no different than if someone went up with graffiti or went up and vandalized the building, because this has to be done by a law, but this is a lawless criminal gangster regime covering up a child sex trafficking ring, despicable and vile people. So here's what happened right before Donald Trump went to this press conference. The Kennedy Center in Washington is defaced, and now it's called the Trump Kennedy Center. Here, watch what went down. Play this clip. So Trump was focused on doing that, and he was making the people in the Oval Office presser basically wait for him. I'll show you what was going down as the people were waiting for him right outside the Oval Office, it looks like. Here, play this clip right here. So then Donald Trump starts saying, well, I guess the purpose of this presser was supposed to be about they were announcing that they were going to be calling this website Trump RX, and that these pharmaceutical companies would post the prices on Trump RX. Everything has like Trump's name on it. It's like this is ridiculous and most authoritarian stupidity imaginable. But Donald Trump wanted to brag in front of these pharmaceutical company executives and talk about his Trump gold card. He's like, look at my beautiful gold card. Look, it's the Trump card. It's Trump RX. It's the Trump Kennedy Center. It's the Trump this, while he's covering up a child sex trafficking ring. Here, play this clip right here.
So, your company will pay a little bit, but that's okay. You'll be able to get them. So I just wanted to, it's called the gold card, the Trump gold card. Quite a beautiful thing.
And then again, I thought the purpose of this press conference was going to be on something about Trump RX pharmaceutical company. I don't even know what he's even talking. No, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But then he continues to talk about his gold card. He goes, this is the gold card. Hey, Lutnick. How much money did we make? Hey, Donald, $1.3 billion, $1.3 billion. Here, play this clip.
By announcing two things, this is the gold card, as you know, the Secretary of Commerce and myself and some others have been working on for quite a while. And Howard, how much have we sold in a few days?
$1.3 billion worth in a matter of a couple of days.
That's essentially, it's the green card on steroids, and it's a pathway, and it's been an amazing thing. And as you know, millions of people pour into our country from the border, and not anymore. They don't know. Nobody comes in actually anymore. And
then you had Dr. Oz He spoke at this and he like went to the microphone after Donald Trump spoke and he was like, Donald Trump, you grow each day. He gets taller by the day. Here, play this clip.
Want to start? And Bobby? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, he gets taller with time. Here.
Then Donald Trump was whining. By the way, the people just want the Epstein files released. Like, right? Like he's doing this while the people are like, weren't you supposed to drop the Epstein files today? Didn't you promise? Didn't the law require that every file, all of it, be produced? That's what the law said. But again, lawless, criminal, gangster, cover up, child, sex trafficking. That's who these people are. But here Donald Trump's like, yeah, unemployment may be at 4.5%, but that's because we fired all the people from the federal government. First off, it's 4.6%. Get your freaking numbers accurate. Second, that's not where it's coming from. There's also a manufacturing recession, construction recession. You've destroyed jobs in every other field other than healthcare and education. And you're going after healthcare and education right now. Here, play this clip.
But I do want to say, and some people say, oh, you shouldn't say it. It sounds negative. To me, I think it sounds positive. The only reason our unemployment tucked up and went up to 4.5%, which it went up to 4.5%, which is quite a low number, but still, is because we are reducing the government workforce by numbers that have never been seen before. In other words, government jobs are way down. And as you know, we don't need 10 people to fill one job, which is what we had in government in many cases. So the government workforce, by numbers that have never been seen before, has been reduced very substantially and will continue to be reduced.
You've heard of GLP-1 drugs, right? Unless you live under a rock, I'm guessing you have. They're everywhere, but sometimes you want an all-natural solution. Over the past couple of years, I started to hit that same cycle. Gain weight in the winter, try to lose it in the spring. This year, I decided to do a slim down and keep it that way. I wanted a way to feel good and stay energized naturally. This podcast is sponsored by Veracity. Welcome to an all-natural way to slim down, get energized, and sharpen your focus. Veracity is revolutionizing health by tackling the root cause of so many issues, metabolism. With Veracity's drug-free, clinically proven, and doctor-formulated solutions, you can support your body's needs to live your healthiest life. If your goal is weight loss, you need to try Metabolism Ignite, the #1 doctor-recommended GLP-1 booster and GLP-1 alternative. No side effects, no allergens. It's a natural, safe, plant-based aid that results in an 85% reduction in hunger and is clinically proven to lose, on average, 9 pounds in 90 days. I started Metabolism Ignite a couple of weeks ago, just 2 capsules with breakfast, and I feel energized and focused all day. So, what's in Veracity? It is a unique blend of lemon, verbena, and hibiscus extracts, green coffee bean extract, and magnesium. And it's even safe to take along with GLP-1 medications to boost your metabolism and appetite control. Veracity founder and CEO Ali Egan is a certified hormonal health coach whose personal experience with metabolic issues inspired her to create holistic solutions for optimal health. And yes, Metabolism Ignite is safe for everyone, including new moms. What I love about Veracity is that it's finally giving people natural options for improving their health. Just 2 capsules every morning. It couldn't be easier. So make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityselfcare.com and use code Meidas for up to 45% off your order. Once again, that's veracityselfcare.com for up to 45% off, and make sure to use my promo code Meidas, M-E-I-D-A-S, so they know I sent you.
This is where Donald Trump finally gets to, I guess, what the point of this was. Trump RX. He's like, I didn't name it this. It's an honor that people are referring to medication now as Trump RX. Dude, we don't want any of this. We don't want the humans. We don't, Americans, human beings. We don't want this. Just give us affordable health care. Allow us, if we're working, to be able to afford a freaking home. Allow us not to be suffering as people live paycheck to paycheck. Stop sending ICE Gestapo to round human beings up. Just be normal. We don't want Trump RX and Trump Kennedy Centers and Trump golden freaking ballrooms. It's not what we want. And release the damn Epstein files. Here's Trump talking about Trump RX. Play this clip.
And they will list their most popular drugs on TrumpRx.gov. TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name it that. Somebody named it that. And I guess they assumed that was, did you name it, Oz? Or Bobby name it?
We all named it together.
Okay, well, I'm honored to have the name. And so far that's turned out because the numbers are so incredible. It's an honor. And you're going to get massive discounts. So
Then more of Donald Trump saying 600%, 700%, 800%.
1/4 of one. Think of that. I was proud of it because it hadn't happened in 28 where drug prices went down. Well, now you're going to see numbers that nobody would believe possible. Think of that. 500, 600, 700, 800%.
Now, here he is making up more numbers. Here, play this clip.
Because I would say that maybe with one talk, they would be willing to cut their prices by 50, 60, or 70%. They've made a fortune. They've had stock prices that have gone up 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and even 18. Think of this. They went up 1,800%. One of them went up numbers that nobody's ever seen before. It's a nice return, not a 2%, an 1,800% return.
And you will recall that earlier today, Donald Trump's former criminal defense attorney, this guy was Trump's criminal defense lawyer in a case where Trump was convicted of felonies, multiple, dozens, okay? And he's now the number 2 at the Department of Justice. He was Trump's criminal defense lawyer when Trump's a felon. So the guy's covering up for Trump too, that they're a cover-up ring. And so he said, actually, we're going to produce maybe some records today, but it's coming in a matter of weeks. Here, play this clip.
The most important thing that the Attorney General has talked about, that Director Patel has talked about, is that we protect victims. And so what we're doing is we are looking at every single piece of paper that we are going to produce, making sure that every victim, their name, their identity, their story, to the extent it needs to be protected, is completely protected. And so I expect that we're going to release more documents over the next couple of weeks. So today, several 100,000. And then over the next couple of weeks, I expect several 100,000 more. There's a lot of eyes looking at these, and we want to make sure that when we do produce the materials we're producing, that we're protecting every single victim.
And then he says that there are hundreds of thousands of documents. Notice that language, hundreds of thousands of documents. There's tens of millions. There's terabytes of documents. Here, play this clip.
So yes, so today is the 30 days and I expect that we're going to release several 100,000 documents today, and those documents will come in all different forms, photographs and other materials associated with all of the investigations into Mr. Epstein. And just so everybody appreciates, President Trump has said for years that he wants full transparency, and he wants the Department of Justice to release everything that we can with respect to this investigation and cases.
Again, just take a look at the Epstein Files Transparency Act, which is now a law. It says no later than 30 days after the date of enactment, the Attorney General shall, subject to subsection B, make publicly available in a searchable and downloadable format all unclassified records, documents, communications, and investigative materials in the possession of the Department of Justice, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the United States Attorney's Office, that relate to the Epstein files. And this was violated. This was absolutely violated right here. By the way, contrast the fact that Trump is hiding the Epstein files just with what else happened today. Special counsel Jack Smith's like, can I testify publicly about all? I want to go to a Senate hearing. Put me in front of the House of Representatives, MAGA. You could have unlimited hours with me in front of the nation. Let me speak to the nation. No. That's got to be secret. Trump's medical records, that's got to be secret. Jack Smith, keep that private. Epstein files, cover up that. Everything with this regime is one damn cover-up. Politico is reporting Department of Justice won't meet Friday deadlines to release all of the Epstein files. Yeah, that means they're violating the law. But what else would you expect? They're gangsters. You know, they're covering up child sex trafficking. They did it before. They're bad humans. They're bad people. They're evil. Sometimes the media just needs to use the right language. These are evil people. These are bad humans. Okay, they are predators. They are evil predators. That's who they are. We're getting the statement right now from Democratic Congressmember Garcia and Democratic Congressmember Raskin. They're both the ranking members of respectively the House Oversight and the Judiciary Committee. Here's their joint statement. Donald Trump and the Department of Justice are now violating federal law as they continue covering up facts and the evidence about Jeffrey Epstein's decades-long billion-dollar international sex trafficking ring. For months, Pam Bondi has denied survivors the transparency and accountability they have demanded and deserved, and has defied the Oversight Committee's subpoena. The Department of Justice is now making clear it intends to defy Congress itself, even as it gives star treatment to Epstein's convicted co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell. Courts around the country have repeatedly intervened when this administration has broken the law. We are now examining all legal options in the face of this violation of federal law. The survivors of this nightmare deserve justice. The co-conspirators must be held accountable, and the American people deserve complete transparency from the DOJ. There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.